Have you ever wondered why a woman who once seemed so deeply interested in you, calling, texting, laughing at every joke, suddenly goes cold, distant, and detached? One moment she is all in, the next she is pulling away, making excuses, or acting like you never mattered. It feels like a punch to the gut, doesn't it? You replay every interaction in your head, wondering what you did wrong. But here's the truth. Most men never realize that when a woman pulls away, it's not always about what you did in that exact moment. It's about what you represent to her on a deeper psychological level. And unless you understand this hidden truth, you'll always find yourself chasing after her, begging for her attention, and losing your own power. The shocking reality is this. When she withdraws, she's testing your strength, your emotional control, and your ability to stand as a man who doesn't crumble under pressure. And if you fail this test, she loses respect for you forever. Today, I'm going to expose the harsh truth about why she pulls away suddenly. And by the end of this video, you'll see exactly how to flip the script and never lose power again. Have you ever wondered why some men get all the attention, the chase, the admiration, while others who try so hard get ignored? Imagine this. You're at a party, casually standing in the corner, not seeking approval, not chasing anyone, yet eyes keep finding you. That pull, that mysterious attraction, it's not luck, it's psychology. Most men don't realize it, but women are naturally wired to respond to confidence and detachment. And here's the shocking truth. The moment you stop caring what she thinks, she starts caring intensely. You've probably been there, texting, calling, trying too hard, hoping for validation. But the harder you chase, the further away she goes. Meanwhile, a man who simply doesn't care, who lives on his own terms, suddenly becomes irresistible. Curious why? It's because emotional independence triggers something deep in the female mind, a primal need for a challenge, for power dynamics, for respect. By the time this video ends, you'll understand exactly why women are drawn to men who don't play by their rules. You'll see through the illusions, the subtle manipulations, and you'll learn how to flip the script. Stay with me until the end, because what I'm about to reveal can change the way you approach relationships forever. You won't just learn the psychology. You'll learn how to control your own energy, your own power, and become the man women can't resist. Most people don't realize that attraction isn't just about looks, money, or sweet words. Attraction is about how safe, strong, and certain you make someone feel. Picture this. You meet a woman. Things are going great. You both are vibing, and suddenly she starts to withdraw. You feel panic rising in your chest. You text her more. You call her twice instead of once. You ask, "Is everything okay?" And in that very moment, the energy shifts because she doesn't just see your words, she feels your desperation. Women are wired to sense when a man is grounded versus when he's needy. The moment you lose your calm frame, she loses her emotional connection. That's why men who cling tighter only push her further away. The key idea here is simple. She pulls away not to hurt you, but to test if you can hold your ground when the ground beneath you shakes. Most men fail, but the ones who pass this test end up becoming irresistible. Here's the psychology behind it. Women don't want perfection. They want security. Pulling away is often subconscious. It's her way of seeing if you'll collapse or if you'll remain unshaken. From her perspective, if you get needy, jealous, or insecure, it signals weakness. From your perspective, it feels like rejection. But in reality, it's a psychological filter. Confidence and weakness cannot coexist. A man who stays calm, who doesn't chase, who doesn't beg for validation, instantly triggers respect and attraction. On the other hand, a man who reacts emotionally becomes invisible in her eyes. If you ignore this, you lose power. Remember, attraction is not built in words. It's built in how you handle the silent moments when she steps back. How do you know when she's pulling away? Here are the red flags you must not ignore. When she takes longer to reply, it means she's testing if you'll panic. When she cancels plans, it means she's seeing how much you'll tolerate. When she gets busy, it means she wants to see if you'll chase harder. When she avoids intimacy, it means she's checking if you'll beg for it. When she gives short replies, it means she's measuring your reaction. These are not accidents. These are subconscious signals designed to test your energy. And if you fall into the trap of over-explaining, over texting, or over caring, you fail instantly. But if you remain centered, calm, and even slightly detached, you pass the test and her attraction grows stronger. Now, let's talk about flipping the script. When she pulls away, your instinct will scream at you to chase, explain, or fix things. Resist that urge. The real power lies in silence, detachment, and boundaries. The first rule, never chase. The second rule, stay consistent. If she takes 3 hours to text back, you don't explode with 10 messages. You simply match her energy. The third rule, focus on yourself. Build your goals. Improve your fitness. Expand your life. Because when your life is bigger than her attention, she feels the weight of your value. This is called walk-away power. It's the ability to know that even if she disappears completely, you remain whole, strong, and unshaken. Imagine 2 men. One who loses sleep, cries and begs when a woman withdraws, and another who simply smiles, keeps his life moving and allows her space. Which one do you think she respects? Which one do you think she chases back? The difference isn't love, it's power. Women are drawn to men who can detach with dignity, who can go into ghost mode when needed, and who never put their worth in someone else's hands. Here's your action plan. When she pulls away, pause. Don't chase. Don't explain. Don't react. Match her effort. If she texts once, you text once. If she doesn't call, you don't either. Redirect your focus. Hit the gym. Build your business. Strengthen your circle. Use silence as your weapon. Space creates value, and detachment creates desire. Always remember, your energy sets the tone. If you remain calm, she feels compelled to return. The harsh truth is this. Women respect strength, not weakness. Attraction fades not when you make mistakes, but when you refuse to stand tall. Flip the script, and she will return not out of pity, but out of genuine desire. So the next time she pulls away, don't see it as the end. See it as a test of your control, your discipline, and your self-worth. Remember this, your value comes first. When you know who you are, when you walk with purpose, when you refuse to beg for love, you stop chasing and start attracting. Don't fear her silence. Embrace it. Don't fear her distance. Let it work in your favor. Because a man who can stand alone, who can survive rejection, who can walk away with his head held high, that is the man she never forgets. Here's the bold truth. If you want her to chase you, stop chasing her. If you want her respect, stop proving yourself. And if you want real love, start by loving your own worth. That is the harsh truth. And that's the harsh truth. Women don't pull away to punish you. They pull away to test you. How you respond decides everything. Will you collapse and lose her respect? Or will you stand tall and let her come back on her own? The choice is yours. Remember, your value is not measured by how much you chase. It's measured by how calm, confident, and grounded you remain when everything feels uncertain. The man who can walk away is always the man she runs back to.